Dude, you have to be kind of dumb to play sports. Think about it. Because you're doing the same repetitions all the time.
No.
And it's just the same things. And you kind of have to just, you can't think. You really can't think. Like if you have any form of analytization, well, that's not a word, but you know what I'm talking about.
Here we are on beautiful Jones Street.
You saw Ted Jones.
There he is, all right?
Oh, yeah, we're getting started.
You want to get right into it?
Let's get right
Zack
into it,
Donato, former Division I college soccer player.
You played too, didn't you?
Current comedian. Well, tennis, yes.
Yeah, you played tennis.
But, so I went to UConn. I'm not sure if you're familiar. And they won the national championship, or they were #1 in the country when I was
For soccer?
For soccer.
Yeah, you guys are nice too. Wait, when did you go?
I graduated in 2014.
Do you know a kid named Alex Sanchez?
Maybe.
All right, he transferred to my school. He played
From UConn?
Yeah, he played soccer.
When did you graduate?
I graduated 2022.
Oh, okay. Dude, so you're young.
Yeah, but I transferred schools, so I'd like redo all my classes.
Where did you transfer from?
Cal Poly in California.
Oh, that's an insanely hard school to get into.
Yeah, I got in with like a 3.2 at a good right foot.
I mean, 3.2 is good, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, for most of us listening. I remember in college, I got like a 3.3. That was the highest GPA I've ever gotten in my life.
In college?
I mean, high school was tough for me, dude.
Dude, high school is tough. Dude, Cal Poly was I got a 1.9 one time.
But that's like one of the hardest schools to get into.
It's impossible. I remember the first day I got there.
Cal Poly Tech.
Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. Yeah, California Polytechnic.
Where are you from initially?
San Francisco. Yeah.
Okay. And
right outside.
And then what high school did you go to?
Went to Burlingame. For people in San Francisco, you know that's not in San Francisco.
It's like across the bridge or what?
It's next to the airport.
Dude, do people ever swim to
Alcatraz?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
There's like a race.
I had a chick at my school that did it.
She did the race or no?
They go out and then around and then back.
It's scary because it's
Dude,
shark infested,
sharks.
right? Yeah. But the water is like too cold. I feel like it wouldn't be like very sharky, you know?
No, they all wear wetsuits. Well, that's the thing. It's all great whites. It's not like the ones they have out here. Like, they like warm water.
Well, but don't great whites they're known to attack?
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing is, with sharks, there's like 10 a year.
Yeah, there's not many.
Yeah.
And I think most of them are East Coast. Because people in California, unless you're in LA, don't go to the beaches because they're kind of disgusting. Like in San Francisco, nobody went to the beach. Oh, let's go for a no.
I didn't even know there was a beach.
Yeah.
They just have the rocks.
Yeah, it's not great. LA's great. LA's got some nice beaches. But
I don't like LA that much, bro.
But
I'm a New York guy.
Yeah. Did you grow up here?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
I went to elementary, middle school, high school, and then went to college in Connecticut, and now I'm back.
Wait, you grew up in Manhattan?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Where
People
at?
always ask that when I say I grew up in the city. People are like, wait, Manhattan? But yeah. 12th Street and Greenwich Avenue from like ages 6 weeks to 5 years old. And then when I was 5, we moved to 18th and 2nd.
Oh, dude. Oh, shit. You've been around the comedy scene for a while.
Yeah, I was exposed to the comedy scene early. I never really watched I mean, I did watch like the 30-minute specials on Comedy Central, but I was never really so into it.
Then how'd you get into it?
We're both wearing Dickie socks.
Dude, I know. And Viore.
Oh my God.
It kind of dripped out right
That's
now.
insane, dude.
No, these are like $3 on Amazon.
Yeah, I know. It's
a pack of 49.
Yeah. Pack of 6 for $10.
It rules.
But I worked in real estate for 6 years. I was like, I don't think this is for me.
Yeah.
And I always kind of like stand-up comedy. I mess with it. I would do it maybe once a month. Mm-hmm. I'd do an open mic here and there, and then it just took me a while to get
How old were you when you did that? Like once a month?
It's probably like 25, 26.
Okay. And then when did you really start getting into it?
Like when I was probably 27, 28.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, so it was a little bit of a late bloomer for me.
Yeah. That is kind of late.
Yeah.
Because, dude, you see guys starting out like 16.
I know. It's insane. I'm jealous of those guys. But also, I feel like I needed to experience life in another form beforehand. I had invasive jaw surgery. I don't know if you ever noticed this scar.
Invasive jaw surgery?
On my neck, too. It was like,
what is that?
5 years ago, I had TMJ. So one side of my face, I've told these guys hundreds of times, but one side of my face was uneven.
Yeah.
And my jawline was like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Still, you couldn't really tell unless you're an orthodontist or a dentist.
Yeah.
But they broke my jaw in 3 places, reconstructed my face, and it was an insane surgery.
Damn.
And then that's when I started this podcast 5 years ago and started to do more stand-up when vegan stopped doing so many drugs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a life-changing thing.
Dude, you're like the opposite of Two-Face. You went from ugly to hot. Two-Face got burned and went to ugly.
So you're saying I went hot to ugly?
No, I'm saying you went ugly to hot because your face is all.
Well, I
fucked
wasn't.
up, you
Yeah,
said.
I wasn't ugly though. I was still a good looking. I was still pulling chicks,
Still
bro.
yeah, he was, dude.
Yeah, but you can only really notice it if you're an orthodontist, I'd say,
Yeah.
or you look at some of the old photos and then you can see my X-ray. Because I never really noticed it until I went back to my orthodontist after 10 years, and he was like, "Your face is slightly crooked, and it's only going to get more."
What does TMZ stand for?
TMJ, it's like
TMJ.
temicular musculaneous jaw. I don't even know. We'll pop it up right here. I forget what it's called, but I went to, I had Invisalign for about 6 months, and then before the surgery, I got into. Yeah, you wear Invisalign now. Like you wear it on stage too, right?
Yeah, all the time.
How long have you had it?
Like 2 months. I just got it.
How long are you gonna wear it for?
I don't know. They said probably 8. I never had braces.
Oh, really?
My teeth weren't like super fucked up.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I'm like, maybe let's fix these.
Interesting.
Yeah. So then I just got these a few months ago.
So you grew up in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And worked over there, and then now you're in New York.
Well, no. Okay. So I grew up there. I played soccer, right? Went to Cal Poly, transferred out, went to Elon for 2 years in North Carolina. My parents moved to North Carolina to retire because California is mad expensive. And then from North Carolina, then I moved to New York. So I never worked out in SF or anything. Well, I like summer jobs and waitering and all that stuff, but never like a legit job. And then once I graduated, I moved straight here, like 2 months after I graduated or something.
When was that?
That was February 2022, maybe.
And where do you live now?
I'm in East Village. I'm on second.
You don't have
Ave.
to say, and then.
but that way, second Ave in these
and you like it. You like New York.
Dude, it's the best.
Is it better than San Francisco? Obviously.
1,000,000%. But dude, well, you grow up in California and you're like, okay, I've been here my whole life. So I'm either going to go to LA, but I was like, nah, or New York. And the first time I went to New York was about like 6 months before I moved here. So I went here, I was like, this is awesome. Then I moved. I was like,
where'd you go that you thought was awesome? Like Times Square, Broadway? Or
no, I knew to stay away from, we went just like Central Park and shit. And then, dude, actually, the first time I came here, that bagel place that's close to you right here.
You can bleep it out.
There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. You don't know what. You don't know
there's
which
more.
one.
No. I think they're opening up another one.
Oh, okay.
But even to narrow it down, maybe there could be more than 2. There's probably 8 of them. We'll say
There's probably a lot, but that place is tremendous.
Yeah, really good.
So good. That was like one of the
Bagel.
first
I mean, the
places
bagels in New York.
Dude, unbelievable.
Did you even have bagels in San Francisco?
Yeah, but it's like those bagels you walk in and you know the bagels you get in the grocery store? That's fresh bagels in California.
Yeah.
Just dog shit.
No, not good.
We had Noah's bagels. That was like the only okay one.
That's a chain.
Yeah, it's a chain, but it's not great. Well, I thought it was great, and then I moved here and I go, that is hot trash.
Yeah. I think the main difference is the water in the bagel. That's why people say it's so much better in New York. Yeah.
Probably is, dude.
Do you guys have good tap water in San Francisco? Like in the middle of the night, would you put your head under the faucet or no?
See, I would, but that's why I'm retarded. But LA, dude, you could kill like 6 horses, I think. I don't think it's great.
The LA water?
Yeah, I heard it's bad.
The Florida water is really bad.
Is it?
You can notice it, yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. I'd expect that to be good.
Yeah, I know. Me too, actually.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the pipes are not good. They haven't updated the pipes since all the rich people went down there.
Yeah.
But New York water
Tasty.
is the best. It's the bomb.
Dude,
I'll wake up in the middle of the night. I'll throw my
100%.
head under there.
Yeah, it's always weird the people
day.
that like need the filtered water.
I don't get it.
Dude, I'm with you. I'm like, it's just fine.
Do you carry around a water bottle? It's very in now.
No, never.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, everyone carries
And
it.
there's some people that religiously have it on them all the time. I'm like, how do you even carry that thing?
I feel like they're trying to make water bottles heavier. They're all like, they're all like Transformers.
And it's always, it's got to be, it keeps it cold.
Yeah, stainless steel.
Who cares, dog?
Dude, I know.
And it's supposed to hit your system harder if it's room temperature.
Is it?
I think so. Because it needs to be like the same as your body temperature.
Okay,
if it's too
makes
cold,
sense.
it shocks your system or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your college athletic career. You played in high school, obviously, and then you got recruited by Cal Poly?
No, so I played in high school. It's actually a crazy story. So I played in high school. So in how soccer works is you if you join an academy team, which is like the youth team under MLS teams and then a few others, then you aren't allowed to play high school because it's year round. So then I joined an academy team my last 2 years of high school. But it's better to get recruited. And then I was young for my grade. So I actually ended up going to play in Italy for a year. Yeah, because I took Italian all through high school.
So you can speak Italian?
Like not great anymore, but I used to. I was pretty good when I was there.
You
I
went
could just
for a
click.
year.
Yeah.
Went to school there. Mm-hmm. What part of Italy?
Perugia. It's like in between Rome, Florence.
I went to Italy for 10 days with my dad. I'm a quarter Italian.
Where'd you go?
10 days was too long.
Too long. What?
Rome, Pisa, Florence.
Mm-hmm. Those are all, yeah.
I think those three.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it was just like, no offense, because my dad listens to the pod sometimes. I think it was just too long for a 15-year-old to go on a trip with their dad.
Oh, you were 15.
Yeah, I was 15.
Dude,
smoking cigs.
Yeah, now everybody goes and just parties. They club there till 8 a.m.
You know who was there when I was there? Was the Jersey Shore cast. Remember when they went to Italy? They went to Florence.
That's not who you expected.
A season.
Yeah. Dude, Italians hate those guys. Because they're like fake Italians.
Yeah, I'm sure.
American Italians.
Yeah. It's, with all reality TV seasons, it feels as if the longer they're on, the more people start to respect them as legit celebrities.
Yeah, maybe. Dude, that's the weird thing though about like American Italians is they're all like macho, like, hey, you're a queer, you know? And then you go to Italy and it's like, dude, you would call every true Italian gay. They all got like leather, nice scarves on and jackets.
With the sweater over their shoulders.
Yeah, that's what it is. Italy was sweet though, dude.
In Italy, so you were there for a year. And what year was that? Was that junior year of high school?
No, I took a gap year after high school because I was young.
You did it to get better at soccer though.
Yeah, just so like, because I didn't want to really go into college super young for soccer, just so I could mature a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so I went there and played for like a whole year, and then I came back for like winter break, and that's when I did all like the recruiting trips and stuff.
Where did you get recruited initially though, before you went to Italy?
I was Santa Clara was one. Cal Berkeley was another.
Oh, wow.
Naval Academy, which dude, thank God I didn't go there.
You almost did?
Yeah, it was what? I would have a trip there.
Where is Naval Academy again?
It's in Maryland, Annapolis, yeah. But dude, it was a nightmare.
Well, you go there for 4 years and then you have to serve in the Navy for 4 years, right?
Yeah, then you serve in the Navy. And then
I can see you doing that though. You seem like a disciplined enough guy.
Yeah, but I get too silly. Like I wouldn't be able to like take things serious. Is the problem. And plus I got to shave my head.
But you that'd be insane. You got recruited by Cal Berkeley though, and you didn't go? Weren't they pretty good at soccer?
Yeah, they are pretty solid. But the area's not like, one, they weren't giving me money. So it's like, I'm not, and two, I don't know. I spent my whole life in like the Bay. So.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
But yeah, there are a few other schools, like some random ones in like the middle of America. And then when I was transferring, then it was like NC State. I looked at like a lot of North Carolina schools. Because
you knew your parents were going to move there?
Yeah, and it was just like I wanted to go somewhere else besides West.
Wolfpack, NC State. Mm-hmm. So you were pretty, I mean, you were very good at soccer then.
Yeah, I was all right. I didn't quite pan. Like I didn't get injured my whole career until I got to college, and it was a nightmare.
What happened?
Broke my foot, and then I broke my ankle. And then,
how'd you break your foot? Kicking?
Overtraining. Yeah. Nightmare, dude.
Which foot?
I got a few scars on both the injuries were on this side. My foot.
Are you lefty or righty?
Righty.
So your left foot wasn't as strong as your right foot?
Dude, I don't know. This is my plant foot too when you kick. So when I broke my ankle, we were playing Gonzaga, and I just planted with this foot, and then I like cut back, and then this dude took out my plant foot, and then it just folded under me, and it just snapped.
It was Gonzaga versus Elon?
Cal Poly. This was all Cal Poly, yeah. Once I transferred, I didn't get hurt. But at Cal Poly, I played in like 2 games because I kept getting hurt. It sucked.
In America, we haven't seen a soccer prodigy since Freddie Adu. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, well, we just don't
I'm not sure if you guys have even heard of him. He was like 14 years old. I haven't talked about him in a long time.
There's a new kid, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, his name's Kevin Sullivan. He's like 16. He just made his debut for Philadelphia Union, and then he's going to, I think, Germany. Germany or Spain's picking him up. So one of those, a club in there. He's a dog. He plays for Philly Union. But that's like, I mean, Christian Pulisic, him too. You don't know him?
No.
Oh, he's a legend.
I mean, Freddie Adu was world renowned though, and he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Yeah, and that was before social media, so I feel like there was just way more coverage pushed into him. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, we're not good. We just got knocked out of Copa America in like group stages.
USA.
So, yeah.
Is soccer getting bigger in America?
Yeah, but somehow we're just not getting better. Like it's getting bigger for sure. Why? I mean, people still think it's gay, but
Why are Americans not good at soccer?
Dude, we just don't have, because all of our good athletes go to football and basketball, and we don't have the proper training. Like when I went to Italy, I was like, oh, okay, they like live and breathe this stuff.
Yeah.
If we had wide receivers playing soccer, it'd be over.
Right. Okay.
Done.
Fair enough. And also maybe the really good soccer players would go to Europe.
Yeah, they all go to Europe.
Yeah.
So they all just leave here, which is smart.
How about IMG? How do you feel about that? It's at Sports Academy where they have all these different types of sports.
Yeah. For soccer,
Yeah.
I know a few kids that played there, but they paid to go. So they weren't like amazing. Because we heard them go and then they came back and we're like, dude, why are they trash? And then that goes, parents are rich. We're like, okay. That makes sense. But I think for like football and basketball, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
and tennis are good.
Tennis is
that's
solid?
why it started off as a tennis academy, Nick Bollettieri Tennis Academy, and then he
shit.
sold it to a company, and then now they just sold it to a Chinese company for like $1.6 billion.
Jeez, man.
Yeah. So if you do want to be a top developed athlete, it seems like, and stay in the United States, it seems as if that would be the move.
Did you go down there?
I played at Saddlebrook, if you've ever heard of that.
That I've heard of.
A week or two, but that was during high school. I almost moved to Florida, but I was homeschooled for 9th grade for tennis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, actually, there was a girl that was like that in my school too. Why do they do that?
I think, well, on my end, I think I was taken advantage of a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I was at 14, 15, I was definitely not going to go pro. And maybe I could have played at a higher level of Division I, but I thought that at one point I could go pro. That's why I was homeschooled for tennis, and I never should have done that. I mean, it was a great experience, obviously, overall.
Yeah.
But people do that because school really gets in the way of tennis because you travel on Thursday and Friday. And then when I was done 9th grade, I went to performing arts school, professional children's school for 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And that's when I was able to leave on Thursday. They'd send me the homework.
Okay.
I come back on Monday, take that test. Who was the girl who was homeschooled? Is she like good now?
No.
She went to college.
She went to USC to play tennis, but after that, I think stopped.
Southern California.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an insane school.
Yeah, she was pretty good. Yeah, like they would just take her out middle of class.
Yeah, homeschool for tennis is a different beast because it's already such a lonely sport, and then take away the social aspect of school.
Yeah.
It's a bit savage.
Okay, but does that, because I grew up playing soccer, right? So there's a bunch of people, but does that translate to comedy better? Tennis, because it's all you?
Probably,
right?
I think there are some similarities between stand-up and tennis. You
There's
know
a lot.
Anthony Santino, of course.
He's the bro.
He played at Sacred Heart, which isn't as high of a level as UConn, but it's still, there are a lot of similarities between being alone on court, having to figure it out, realizing that no matter what, everything's your fault.
Yeah.
But tennis of just a very lonely sport, as well as golf, any individual sport.
Yeah.
Maybe tennis the most so, because golf, you have somebody with you the entire time telling you like how to hit this particular shot.
Yeah.
Tennis, it's like you never really get any sort of coaching. Boxing, you have somebody in your corner. But tennis, maybe the most so.
It's kind of all you, yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, a lot of athletics is a good translation to comedy.
I think so too. Yeah. Adam Bramson is coming on the pod, and he played soccer too. I saw on
he played at Loft,
on his Insta, I saw that. My dad went to Lafayette for 2 years and then transferred to NYU. It's a Pennsylvania, Lafayette, right?
Did he play sports or just?
He did. No. My dad was the captain of the NYU swim team.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Wait, NYU is what? Division III?
Division III.
Okay.
They are called the Violets or the Purple Heart. I think they're called the Violets, but then their mascot is, it's like it's a soft name. They should change that.
Yeah,
I think they did change it pretty recently.
They should.
And they're called something else. Yeah,
the Violets.
The Violets are a little soft. My high school that I went to, they were called the Foxes. And then anytime they would play another team, the opposing team would be like, "Oh my God, the Foxy team!"
Dude, they always come up with some way of just trashing you.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're playing in college, would you just hear people talking shit around the court to you?
Yeah.
Like opposing fans?
Usually it would be in between points. Like people wouldn't be like, when you're like about to hit it.
Yeah.
There was some level of that.
Yeah.
But I didn't go to that high of a level of Division I school where there were hundreds of people watching and it was just screaming the entire time, people getting drunk and free pizza and stuff. So that part was a little bit different than if you were to go to a USC or Duke or Miami, stuff like that. But there was definitely camaraderie in UConn sports because when I went to UConn my freshman year, the men and women won the national championship in basketball.
Oh, shit.
And the football team finished top 25. The soccer team was like number 1 in the country for a little bit. So my freshman year, it was the most insane year for sports. And then my senior year, I wasn't on the tennis team anymore. The men won, and then I think the women won also. But the women basketball team, when I was there, won 100 games in a row.
Well, they're nasty, right?
They were insanely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still very good, but then they were insane. They won 100 games in a row.
Yeah. Well, they won this year, UConn, for men's.
Yeah. They're really good.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They were dirty. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that crazy run that you guys. Who was the Shabazz Napier?
Shabazz, my
that guy
year.
was dirty,
and then my
man.
freshman year was Kemba Walker.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now he's playing in Dubai or something.
Is he?
Somewhere overseas.
He was a dog in the NBA.
Monaco, I think that's where he's playing.
I mean, that's a good place.
And I imagine they're probably treating him so well over there.
for sure.
No
I mean, he's probably
taxes.
dropping 30 pieces every game.
Yeah, something like that. He was always such an athletic guy.
Yeah.
He played. You obviously you're familiar with video games. There's this video game called like Topspin 2. He used to play Topspin 2 with like a couple kids on the tennis team.
Oh, really?
Older, he'd like
just
try
come
and
over
mess
there.
around.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
But the
time.
tennis team wasn't as we weren't respected that much as a
Yeah.
team. Do you know Andre Drummond?
Yeah.
Basketball league?
Yeah.
I remember one time at a party, it was like SAE. I was like, yo, bro, you had a great game the other night. I'm on the tennis team. He laughed in my face. He goes,
that's not a good
and then he runs away.
Yeah,
when I see him in person, man, I'm going to tell him that.
You should.
Hopefully I'll be at a great point in my career.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yo,
You'll be on stage, He'll be in the
that
crowd
was
and be
rude.
like, remember that?
Yeah, that was rude as
Cut
fuck.
it, crowdwork clip, online, viral. Done.
Yeah, it was rude though.
Wow.
And he dated that girl from what's the show? With Miranda Cosgrove. iCarly.
Oh, with the chick that wrote that book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenny McCurdy or
Yeah, that
something.
girl, poor
What'd
girl.
she say? She's
Fucked up.
about her mom. She was like, I'm happy you're dead.
Something like that.
Savage.
Yeah. She doesn't. Did he have braces in college too?
I think he might have, or it was right after college he got them. He's like you, except you got Invisalign.
Yeah, I got
would
Invisalign.
would you have gotten braces?
No, I didn't want them. Because all my siblings got them, but I didn't.
No, but I mean, 2 months ago when you got them, would you have gotten?
No. Oh, God, no. Jesus.
I mean, I don't know nowadays the stigma behind braces. I imagine it's still the same as like you can't be a 26 or 27-year-old guy with braces.
Yeah. Well, I bet so many more people just get Invisalign. It's way easier.
Yeah.
Even if you're a kid. Like
Right, but I think you still see braces
you still see them
as
around.
a kid.
Yeah.
I had braces and I had Invisalign. Then I had the jaw surgery and then I had Invisalign again. Yeah, man. I mean, there was just a huge transformation in my life when I played tennis so much.
Yeah, I mean, that's
it was my identity.
aggressively,
Yeah.
When you went to UConn as a freshman, did you guys have to do hazing stuff?
No, not really.
Really?
I wasn't on, and wasn't in a frat, but it was no.
There was no like initiation or anything?
I mean, there was some drinking, but nothing insane.
Oh, okay.
What
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it? Your school?
I did do it twice because I transferred. So at Cal Poly, you ever watched Blue Mountain State?
Bro, one of the best shows of all time. If you guys have not seen it, it's on Netflix. Watch it. I've rewatched it like
So
3
fucking
times.
good.
So funny.
That show's amazing.
So good. I love that.
So in soccer, we have our fitness test is called the beep test, where it's a line and a line, and the beeps get progressively faster, and you have to hit it, and then whoever
Like suicides?
does the best. Yeah, but it's like 17-1, 17-2, and then it just gets faster, and then the guys that are most fit.
But
can
what do
go
you mean
longer.
17-1, 17?
Like that's levels. So it starts at level 5 or something, and it goes 5.1. 5.2, and you hit the line. 5.3, hit the line. 5, and it beeps every time, and you have to keep jogging each time.
How far away is each beep though?
Well, that's the thing. They get progressively faster. So it's like the first one's like you're basically walking, and then by the time you get to 17, it's like down, back, down. Like you're just booking it. And so we had to do that. And in Blue Mountain State, they do like the Oreo between the ass. We had to do the beep test with an Oreo double stuffed golden between our ass, and top 3 people didn't have to eat it. And I came in so fit. I won it. I won the whole thing. I wasn't that good at soccer, but I could run. And so I won the thing. And then like the rest of the freshmen, they all had to eat it. We had like 13 freshmen too.
Wait, they had to eat the one that was in between their own butt?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not as bad as somebody else's
Well,
butt.
that would be fucked up if they had to do it to somebody else, bro.
Yeah.
But it was in like 95-degree weather. Like it was Central California. It was a nightmare.
The fitness tests for schools, I had heard that Indiana, they wouldn't even let you play unless you ran a 5:30 mile. I imagine for soccer, it's got to be even tougher.
Yeah, for soccer we had ours was 5:30 and then 2 mile was 11. Yeah.
Fastest mile I ever ran was when I was homeschooled. When I was a freshman, it was 5 minutes and 34 seconds. And I
Pretty
remember
quick.
after I was dying. This is when I was seeing a track coach twice a week. See, that's the thing. I had so many different. I had fitness. I had track. I had a private lesson. It was just the people who were coaching me at the time were taking advantage of me.
Yeah. I mean,
Telling my parents I needed all this shit when I definitely didn't.
I know. Well, they probably just like want money.
No, that's what I mean. They took advantage of me.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot for like a young kid. If you have like 8.
I mean, dude, I was 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
I wasn't even top 5 in the state. Not even close.
Yeah.
It's probably like top 25 in the state at that time.
Yeah, and usually you're not a huge fan of some of the coaches, well, in college at least.
Yeah.
So
And
if
in
you have
high
like
school
8
too,
of them,
yeah.
you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
this isn't good. But yeah, dude, we had to do that, and then for Elon, it was like a bunch of like drinking stuff. It wasn't too bad. But Cal Poly, we had to do it was like a whole day thing that we had to do, and that was just one part of it.
What were the academics like at Cal Poly that it was so difficult?
Dude, well, okay, so I went in, like, I only got in because of soccer, right? And I remember the first day I got there, the first party we went to, I think it was like the second night there.
Kids were like playing Sudoku and shit.
They weren't that nerdy. Well, the engineers. Okay.
Cut that.
This is going to give you a little insight onto the Cal Poly engineering school. So COVID, when they had to cancel school and they had to cancel graduation, we couldn't do in-person graduation. So the engineering school went onto Minecraft and built graduation ceremony on Minecraft, coded the whole thing, and they did the full commencement speech and everything on Minecraft. That's how nerdy the school was, dude. But that's the engineering school, so it was a nightmare. But that's what we were dealing with.
How many kids got recruited to Facebook from that school? Was it
Well,
just
yeah, they all go. Well, dude, a lot of them
lot.
just like start their own shit. Like a lot of kids from there will just. They're such a good engineering school.
I feel like nowadays it's a lot harder to start one of these apps. You don't really
Yeah.
hear people doing startups. I feel like maybe before COVID, it was a lot of, I'm doing my own startup, or I
Yeah.
work at a small startup. And then
Yeah.
people wanted to get these $200 million buyouts after working for them for like 5 years.
Yeah, that was like the .com boom or whatever.
right,
when
right,
people
right.
would just make apps for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that as much anymore. But yeah, Cal Poly was pretty nerdy. So I went for sociology and criminal justice because that's like, I mean, I wasn't gonna last in engineering school.
Criminal justice.
Yeah.
Why did you pick that?
I don't know. It was just not
Sociology, I guess, is probably easier.
so easy, dude. Oh, but man, they were. Oh my god, they were.
I was going to choose that as my major, but then I chose journalism last minute. I had my own little TV show. I wore,
Okay,
I wore
that's
a
fine.
jacket.
That's sick. Oh, so that's where you got started with the whole production.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, there you go. It's like UCTV. It was ridiculous though because I did serious stories too.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I was like, bro, get out of here. What are you doing?
Did you do a
And
lot
then I
of?
did Man of the Street.
That's fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you'd be a good man on the street. I could feel.
I mean, I've done a ton of Man on the Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always shooting stuff outside of the shop.
Yeah.
That's sick. But
What were
yeah,
you gonna say?
So I remember Cal sociology was like, it was. We had this one teacher who was like super liberal, and the class was like sociology and like gender identity or something. And so the whole class, we had to come up with like a person, and it was like 6 groups, and I was the last group. And the first group was like, this is Janet. She's non-binary, queer, two-spirited, blah, blah, blah. Next person, this is Janine. She's a they, them, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it would be so funny right now if I just say the most normal shit. So at that last group, I was like, yeah, this is Doug. He's a straight white guy. And everyone's like, what?
What do you mean have to come up with a person?
That's what like our assignment was as a project. We had to, like,
Online?
come up, what is just like a person that we were going to like write about.
Yeah.
And so everyone came up with like this crazy shit. And I'm like, he's a straight white dude. The teacher looked at me, he's like, what? I was like, what? You still come up with anything?
This is a gender identities class in sociology.
In sociology, yeah. It was like sociology of gender politics or science or something.
And
like
what
that.
about the criminal justice though?
Criminal justice was...
What does that major look like?
Dude, honestly, we watched a lot of, well, I only did about half of it. And most of them were like the core classes. So it was not, I didn't do that many criminal justice classes. But it was a lot of like forensic stuff. We watched some sick movies in that that class. But it was, you were just like law. There was like a law class in it. It was random stuff. Cause you don't take your specific classes till like junior, senior by transfer. so I didn't take a lot of them. But dude, oh my god, I used to bomb tests in that school, bro. I mean, I literally had to beg a teacher to be like, give me a 2.1 so I can play this season. Like, it was bad. Yeah, at a 1.9, dude. And it wasn't even like hard classes. One of them was hard, but the rest weren't that hard.
How close were you to going to Naval Academy though? And were you going to go there out of high school after Italy or when you transferred?
I was going to go there, I think after Italy. I came back. When did I do that? No, I think it was after high school. I was going to go there, and pretty close. My mom kind of wanted me to go there. And then I visited the school, and they told me like all the things you have to do. You have to wake up at 4. Your head has to be shaved. You got to work out before soccer practice. Then you got to do the soccer workout. Then you go to class. And it just seemed like hell. So I'm like, I'm not doing this. And I mean, I was never a big partier, so like I didn't really care about that.
Right. But that's a pretty mature decision as a 17 or 18-year-old, because I feel like you could be persuaded into doing that.
I was this close to go. Yeah, I was pretty close to going. Like, really had to make a decision. But that's when Cal Poly came in. I'm like, fuck, I like Cal Poly way more. And so I went, but the coach was like, go away for a little, and like, you're young, go play. Because I already told him, I was like, I'm thinking of going to Italy. He's like, go do that first and then come back.
So they saved the spot for you, theoretically?
Not like saved a spot, but like they had one in their mind, yeah, for when I came back. So there's a bunch of different schools, but
what was another school that you almost went to though, besides those two?
The main ones were Santa Clara, Cal Poly, and then my mom went to UVA, so I was talking to that coach too. Oh, wow. But I was not good enough to.
I was going to say they're probably like a top 10 team.
Yeah, my mom knew the coach. She high jumped there, and so the coach of the team now was a player back then, so she know. Not like a player, like. Ooh, what's up, ladies?
Like a baller, yeah. Like an actual baller.
So,
college athletics, man. I think they're great for everyone. I think sports is it's a good thing to get your kid into.
Dude, it is fun. It's a good college athletic is very fun. If you're not joining a frat, it's way better than a frat.
Did you join a frat though?
No,
you don't have time for that.
No, yeah. Both of my coaches. I mean, there were some coaches that were like, "Yeah, I joined a frat," but both of my coaches were like, "No, you're focused on soccer," which was fine. I was cool with that because you have your own. It's basically you have your own parties.
That's what they say, but it's not really. Did you ever want to go pro in soccer?
Oh, for sure. My first 2 years at Cal Poly, dude. That's nobody talks about that. That's a tough thing to come to as an athlete.
But you came to it late.
I know. Well, because I'm a dumb idiot. If I was smart, I would be, dude, you have to be kind of dumb to play sports. Think about it. Because you're doing the same repetitions all the time.
No.
And it's just the same things. And you kind of have to you can't think. You really can't think. Like if you have any form of analytization, well, that's not a word, but you know what I'm talking about. Then
analytics maybe.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to be a good athlete for the most part. Because you're really just repeating the same task. You kind of have to be a dumb idiot. A little. And that's why, maybe I'm just saying this to make myself feel better, but that's why like a lot of, like some people just can't take it because you get in your own head. Like I would constantly get in my own head and I just didn't have like the mental game for it. But like something like comedy, dude, the best. Mm-hmm. That's like the thought goes into your act, which is nice. But like, what's her name? Simone Biles. She starts thinking all of a sudden she's got to drop from the Olympics.
Yeah, and then she hurts her ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know any people who took steroids?
In high school, not college.
In high school for sports?
No, just to get yoked.
Did they get jacked?
Dude, this guy was stupid yoked.
Did he lose his hair though and get acne or no?
He got acne. He was already had a buzz cut. Well, so I think he like prepared for it a little bit. But he used to work at the gym, but then also was in one of my classes in high school. And dude, this was the craziest. So at my gym, they had racquetball courts, and the racquetball courts had these giant panes of glass that are super, super heavy. And this kid, he was probably 5'8", but just yoked out of his mind. Him, and then he had a guy, special needs guy, that would like help him at the gym. Like it was like his coworker kind of. In high school? At our high school gym. Yeah. Not like at my high school gym, but like the gym I used to go to in high school. Oh, we didn't really have a gym at our high school, but so we had this like special needs guy I used to work with, and the jacked guy tried to go and like pick up the pane of glass, like put it on the racquetball court and like screw it in. He couldn't do it because it was so heavy. Dude, the special needs kid, and I'm being nice right now, just picked it up, no problem. Fucking put it up there and drilled the whole thing.
The special needs guy took steroids?
No, he just picked the thing up. No problem, dude. The other guy's on Anavar. jacked out of his mind. Couldn't do it. And the special needs kid was like, "Save it."
Do you still
Watch
know that
this.
guy? Is he still taking it?
He went to the Coast Guard actually. I don't know if he's still taking it.
Where is that? San Diego?
Dude, Cape May, New Jersey. There's a Coast Guard base in Cape May, New Jersey. And he was down there. But he was a nice guy. His name was Clay. I don't know his last name.
Aiken. I've got it. Do you know Clay Aiken? Mm-mm. You never hear of him?
No.
He was my cousin for like 3 weeks. He was the first runner up in American Idol, I think, behind Ruben
He was your
Studdard.
cousin?
Yeah, he was married to somebody was married to his cousin or something. So not by blood.
Oh. Wait, for 3 weeks? That didn't last long.
No, it didn't. He was from North Carolina too.
Oh, really?
That's an insane. I don't even imagine. I bet you guys don't even know who that is.
No, I've not.
Clay
Aiken.
Aiken.
Clay Aiken, no.
I do have a lot of respect for people who join the Army, join the Navy, join the
for
Coast
sure.
Guard, and then also play sports on top of that.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, there's those like ROTC kids too at all the colleges
Yeah.
where they have to. Dude, I mean, everyone make fun of them though
Why?
in college because they had to they wore like oversized shorts and shirts. Everyone would rip on them, and they were always like running or like jumping behind sandbags.
What is
would
the
just
what
rip
would
off.
be the deal though if you were to try and go pro after being in the Naval Academy after your senior year? Are you allowed to do that?
I think in sports that they care about, like basketball and football, like what's his name? Who was the guy with Tim
David
Duncan?
Robinson?
Craig Robinson. He went to
David Robinson.
David whatever. Not Craig. Yeah, what am I
He's
doing?
a comedian.
He went.
Air
He
Force.
played. Yeah, but then I think he served like after he played or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that. So they'll let you go if you get that good. But I mean, soccer they don't give a shit. But like basketball or tennis, probably even.
I mean, yeah, but I think the people who are really good in tennis wouldn't go there.
Probably not.
You just
yeah.
wouldn't have enough time.
No, never. So they let
Tennis,
them
you
go.
have to, for the most part, decide by the time you're 19, or by the time you go to college, you should know if you're going to go pro or not.
Yeah, that's a young one. Like you'll be good young.
Yeah, and if you're a senior in college and you're about to go pro after that, chances are you won't be very solid. Like Ben Shelton, do you know tennis at all?
Yeah.
He played, I think, either 1 or 2 years at Florida, and now he's like top 15 in the world. But he won the national championship.
And he just dropped out after that.
Yeah,
After 2
you
years.
can't. Yeah, you can't really go there for 4 years. It's too long.
He went to Florida.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was. I remember him from the last U.S. Open.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a dog,
You interested in tennis at all? You gonna go to the U.S. Open?
dude. I went last year. It's awesome.
Oh, nice. You got a grounds pass, or you went into the like Arthur Ashe,
No, my stepdad came and we went to what's the other stadium? Not Arthur Ashe.
Louis Armstrong,
That one.
grandson?
Yeah, we went to Armstrong and we watched Medvedev versus some like Australian kid, and
What round?
second maybe, and it went till like 2 a.m. But I had the best time of my
Oh,
life. Dude.
wow.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So fun. I didn't know tennis matches were so fun. Oh, dude. Also, when you get there, you're like, how did they even see the ball?
Who?
Like I'll watch
The
on TV
players?
and be like, oh, this is fine, and then you get there and like they're hitting at 120 miles an hour. You're like, how do you even look at this thing?
But to go back to what you said, you do the repetition so many times, you don't even have time to think.
True.
If people ask, how do you return that serve or how do you hit that serve? It's like, I
Yeah.
have no idea, dude.
Yeah,
I've
that's
done it
true.
thousands of times.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You're not really thinking about it.
No.
You'll see a ball and then you just like move
Yeah.
1 centimeter that way and then you return it.
Yeah. What's like the best like what's the biggest skill to have in tennis? Like what's the like if like now in the NBA it's like if you can nail threes with someone in your face, what's it for
I
tennis?
think it's still got to be a serve.
A good serve.
Yeah, everybody can, for the most part, hit it 120 and then their second serve is 105. But
Yeah.
if you have a serve that gets you a lot of free points, that's the most important thing. But now, unlike 10 or 15 years ago, you have to have every shot in tennis to even remotely compete at the highest level at a U.S. Open. And you have to move super well. Back 10, 15 years ago, people would serve and volley occasionally, and you'd have the big serve. You get a weak return, but now everybody's got a good return.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a good serve.
Damn.
And if you're playing at the highest level with the U.S. Open, French Open, Wimbledon, Australian, you got to have everything.
Yeah. What do you think of Nick Kyrgios?
I think occasionally on court, previously when he was playing a lot, he really had a terrible attitude, but he's transferring well to commentating, and he's one of the most talented players of all
Dude,
time.
he's so talented.
Yeah. Doesn't
he
even
just-
look like he's trying out there.
No, he does not care. But
He
if he
made
took it serious.
I mean, he made the finals of Wimbledon. I do believe it's going to be very difficult for him to ever win a Grand Slam if he does come back.
Yeah.
But I think that if he did take it more seriously while he was playing at that highest level, he could have won 2 or 3.
Well, he's commentating now.
Yeah, or he did just commentate Wimbledon. I don't know what's going to happen for the
damn.
U.S. Open, but I imagine, Australian Open, since he's from there, they'll probably have him in the booth.
Yeah. That's sick. I didn't know he was in the booth.
What happened with Landon Donovan's hair the other time when he was?
Dude.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Why are people giving him so much shit, Landon Donovan?
Because it's just like...
Was it a comb over?
Well, it's just like, dude, you don't have enough to do that. Just cut it.
He was a huge American soccer figure. Is it because of the Olympics?
Kind of. Well, he was like the first player really to go play in England and like do all right. So he went and played in England. I think he played for like Portsmouth or Tottenham. I forget. But yeah, he was like the first big guy, and they came back to LA and played for Galaxy. But he was just like a well-known player. He was solid.
Mia Hamm.
Mia Hamm was big. Yep, Mia Hamm was big, and then everyone fell in love with Alex Morgan because she's a smoke show baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she still playing?
No, I think she's done. I don't know, dude. I think
and then Dennis Rodman's daughter is good at soccer now too. Do you know about her?
Oh wait, doesn't she play for Jamaica or something?
I don't know. I thought she played in MLS.
Oh, does she?
She's young.
I'm not sure. I heard that, but I don't know who she plays for.
Or she was potentially the #1 recruit. I can't remember.
Oh, damn.
Recently.
Yeah, there's I forget what the women's league is called. But our women's team is nice.
Elon?
No, the U.S.
Oh. What was the highest ranking that you guys got to when you were there?
At Elon or Cal Poly?
Elon. Or Cal Poly, both.
I think Cal Poly was like 50 something. Elon was like 35.
Oof. That's good. What was your biggest win?
Probably Duke.
Damn.
Yeah, they're close to us, so we played them a few times. And then UNC we also played a few times. But yeah, I would say that was our biggest win. Played Hofstra too. They were nice.
Hofstra's good.
Dirty.
Random.
Yeah.
But I do vaguely remember them being good. Is there a reason that some of the it speaks to all kind of sports schools except for tennis? There are random schools like a Quinnipiac that won the national championship in hockey a few times.
Yeah.
And some of these schools will just zero in on sports. What's the deal with that? Like, why is Hofstra so good at soccer?
Dude, they recruited heavily overseas. So they have like their whole starting lineup. I think 9 out of the 11 are European. So it's like, all right, dude, this is why we're not good at soccer, because we just bring Europeans over here because they want a good education. Because it's the same thing with tennis in Europe. You know you're going to be pro by like 17, 16. So if you're not that good, they're like, why don't I just go do school over here at Hofstra? You know, it's like I watch Billions. Like I went to Hofstra. Let me go there.
And then went to Hofstra?
I think so. But yeah, dude, then they recruit a lot of Europeans. So I don't know. But honestly, it's kind of turning around now too. If you're a good American, somebody will pick you up.
And go take you to Europe?
Either go to Europe or you'll just go straight to MLS. But like, yeah, a few kids growing up, I played with that. Or pro now. I mean, it's all MLS. Well, one guy's in a German team that I played against, but yeah, I don't know. Soccer's still weird in this country.
Do you have any interest in pursuing soccer in any form in the future?
Well, I'm playing a league right now in the city. Which is
really?
Fun, mad fun, dude.
And it's a pretty competitive league?
Yeah, actually, we had there's a team with like older guys. It's all college and ex-pros, but there's a team with like older guys that are all like Steve Nash. He plays on this team, and it's him, and then just like 7 ex-United States national team players. But they're all like 45.
What do you guys play?
We'll play in Lower East Side for the most part. There's 3 different fields in LES that we play in.
They have the tennis courts down there under the bridge.
Yeah, close to that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, close to that.
So do you have any interest, though, in pursuing soccer like in the future, besides pickup, or not really?
No. This is just a fun league to play in. It was fun. It was a lot of fun playing. But it's like... Also, comedy takes up so much of your time too.
Yeah, especially at night.
Yeah, but yeah, not really. I don't know. It was fun, but I think like league once a week, it's a good time. But yeah, comedy just takes up. And yeah, you're out so late. It's like fuck. I don't want to get up at 9 to go play. Those midnights, dude. Those midnights are so fun.
Midnight comedy shows.
Yeah, dude, I love those.
Best, dude.
Oh, so fun.
The best. All right, Zach. Well, we appreciate you for coming on the pod, man.
Dude, thanks for having me. This is fun.
Of course, dude. Before we get out of here, we're going to pop up your Instagram.
Sweet. Yeah. Instagram, Zack_DiDonato. We got a comedy show called Thin Crust Comedy. So come out. We run that monthly. But thanks, guys. Ted, thank you for having me, dude.
Of course, buddy. Let's smile for the thumbnail. Excellent. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in, listening. Write me an email, ted@tedjonesworld.com. I'll be all over the place. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.